I had a relationship with BP that was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. A bond that felt almost magical for the first 5 years. We had our fair share of issues, miscommunication, avoiding tough conversations. But no matter what, we always managed to find our way back to each other. We were inseparable, and it felt like we had our own world. But then, I made the gravest mistake of my life. I cheated on him with a coworker. It started in an unexpected and confusing way. And at first, I couldn't even explain why I did it. But as time went on, it became a regular part of my life. We'd sneak around, meeting at motels. And I got swept up in the thrill of it all. The fact that he was married with kids made it all feel secretive and intense. And I told myself it was just something temporary. It lasted for 3 months, a few stolen moments here and there with no guilt, no remorse. Everything fell apart when I made the mistake of leaving my phone unlocked one night. BP saw a message from my coworker and immediately confronted me. I had no choice but to admit everything. The look on BP's face was something I'll never forget. He didn't shout, didn't cry. He just looked at me like I was a stranger. It was the first time I saw him so calm yet so distant. Then he took the car and left. Within days, he told everyone close to him about the affair. I had hoped against hope that he wouldn't, but I couldn't stop it. It felt like my entire world was falling apart. His family, who I had once considered my own, turned their backs on me. Our mutual friends isolated me. I was suddenly the person no one wanted to associate with, the one who had ruined everything. It felt like I was erased from the life we had built together. It's been months since that day, and I still can't get over the loss. BP is young, handsome, and successful. And I know he could easily find someone else who would treat him better than I did. Part of me believes he's better off without me. But the other part of me knows I've never loved anyone the way I love him. I want to prove that I can change, that I'm serious about becoming the partner he deserves. I'm willing to wait, even if he never wants to reconcile. I want him to know that I'm not the same person who hurt him, that I've grown and learned from this. But the hardest part is the hostility I'm facing from his family and friends. They will never forgive me, no matter how much I change. I'll always be the one who destroyed his trust. I want to fight for our relationship, but I don't know how to navigate the rejection from those closest to him. Their anger cuts deep, but I understand it. Still, it's just too much for me to carry. The weight of both healing and trying to earn their approval. It's all overwhelming. Today, I ran into BP unexpectedly. He was with his sister and mother, and I thought it might be a chance to talk, to maybe fix things. That was a mistake. The moment I approached him, his anger was unlike anything I'd ever seen. It was so much stronger than I expected. His sister stepped in too, and it almost caused a scene. I had never seen BP so full of rage before. I've seen him devastated, yes, but never like this. It made me wonder if his family is keeping the wounds open, rather than helping him heal. Maybe they're feeding into his anger, making it harder for him to process his own emotions. This whole situation is so much more than I ever expected. Every time I think I'm managing the consequences of my actions, something else happens. BP's anger shook me to my core. And now I'm questioning if there's any chance for us. His family's involvement is making everything so much harder. I can't help but wonder if they're preventing us from having a real conversation, from ever even beginning to heal. On top of everything, the rumors about the affair are spreading faster than I can control. I fear that BP's wife might find out, and the last thing I want is to drag more people into this mess. But it seems like the gossip is out of control now, and there's no stopping it. I'm stuck in a place of uncertainty, unsure of what to do next. I never meant for any of this to happen, but here I am, surrounded by consequences that I can't undo. I was blind to some things in the past, and now I'm paying the price. But all I can do is work on myself and hope, just hope, that one day, BP will see that I'm not the same person who hurt him. I discovered that she had been seeing a 26-year-old man who took advantage of her vulnerability after a painful breakup. She had been cheated on in a past relationship, and immediately after we slept together, she ended things with that partner. In the months before we met, she turned to him for emotional support, and while they never kissed or had sex, they did cuddle twice. Their messages confirmed this. She also got involved with a 20-year-old, sharing intimate, sexual support with him, and maintained a close friendship with a 19-year-old, all of which I was completely unaware of. What struck me even more was that she had deleted messages from everyone except the first guy, AP1, and in May 2019, she insisted she had never seen anyone else or had any sexual conversations after that. But the truth came out when she ran into the 19-year-old downtown, and I later found out they had spent 4 hours together. She lied about it. I also discovered that she had been messaging the 20-year-old at 2 or 3 a.m. during the summer, responding immediately when he reached out, and she kept those conversations hidden. When I confronted her about sending nudes to the 20-year-old, nudes that she had also sent to me, she denied it, which felt strange and unsettling. Only a few weeks ago did I learn the full extent of her flirtations with others, aside from AP1. She even lied about her history with the 19-year-old when I confronted her with his explanation of their past. All of them, AP1, the 20-year-old, and the 19-year-old, gave me their sides of the story, but AP1 had a reason to lie, given that he was much older than her and had been involved with her when she was still a minor. The 20-year-old and she had a history of cheating with each other, and the 19-year-old had moved across the country to live with a girlfriend, which made their interactions seem more like friendly conversation. I can't help but wonder if she had been unfaithful even before we officially defined our relationship, or if it continued for months after we'd been together. We've been inseparable since the pandemic started, and she knows I won't abandon her. I've forgiven her for things I'm still unsure about, but there's something eating away at me. Despite everything, she refuses to be completely honest with me. I know she loves me, and she wants to be loyal now, but I'm struggling to understand why she still seems to be in denial about her past actions. It feels like she hasn't fully processed how deeply she hurt me, even though I have made mistakes too, just not on the same scale. I wonder if I'm merely helping her get back on her feet, giving her the space and support she needs until she's ready to move on. The fact that she won't face the truth about what she's done is troubling, and I can't tell if it means our relationship is truly over, or if she's still caught up in the past. I love her deeply, and I want her to be happy, even if that means being somewhere else, but it seems like she can't face the reality of her actions. I just want to know where we stand. How do we move forward from the constant lies and half-truths? How can we rebuild the trust that's been shattered? What resources do we have to heal from this? It's incredibly difficult to move forward when she's not acknowledging the full extent of what she did. Every time she's dishonest, it feels like the wall between us grows higher. It's emotionally draining to keep questioning everything, especially when she's not giving me all the pieces of the puzzle.